Welcome to our tour of Los Alamos, New Mexico. Today we'll explore three iconic sites: the historic Oppenheimer House, where the Manhattan Project's key figures lived, the Hans Bethe House, a unique architectural gem, and the Fuller Lodge, a center of community life with rich history. Join us as we uncover the stories and architecture that define these fascinating landmarks. Nestled in the heart of Los Alamos, New Mexico, lies the Oppenheimer House, a landmark that played a pivotal role during one of the most critical periods in human history. Now, why is this house so special? Well, the Oppenheimer House was the home of none other than J. Robert Oppenheimer, the scientific director of the Manhattan Project. This is where minds met and ideas sparked, ideas that would eventually lead to the development of the atomic bomb. Built in 1929, the house itself is a charming stone masonry and timber-style ranch home. The stonework had not been attempted previously. A hired homesteader, Marcos Gomez, who spent more than a year setting the 14-inch stones by eyesight and hand. His craftsmanship is still apparent almost 100 years later. The log and stone design of Master Cottage No. 2 became the concept for future ranch school buildings after being recognized for the advantage it gave to fire prevention. But it's the events that unfolded within its walls that make it extraordinary. During World War II, Los Alamos was a secretive and isolated community, known only as Site Y. Oppenheimer and his family moved here in 1943, and this house became a hub of intellectual exchange and intense work. Imagine Oppenheimer, along with other brilliant scientists, gathering here after long days at Los Alamos Laboratory. They would discuss, debate, and refine their theories, all within the cozy confines of this home. It's said that these gatherings often extended late into the night, fueled by both camaraderie and a sense of urgency. But it wasn't all work and no play. The Oppenheimer House also witnessed moments of relaxation and respite. Oppenheimer's wife, Kitty, and their two children brought a semblance of normalcy to this high-stakes environment. They hosted dinner parties with guests ranging from fellow scientists to military personnel. These social gatherings were crucial for maintaining morale and fostering a sense of community amidst the pressures of wartime innovation. Today, the Oppenheimer House stands as a testament to the remarkable minds and the monumental efforts that took place during those years. It's a tangible link to the past, where you can almost feel the weight of history in the air. The house is now part of the Los Alamos Historical Society and is preserved as a museum, offering visitors a glimpse into the lives of the people who changed the course of history. So, if you ever find yourself in Los Alamos, don't miss the chance to visit this iconic house. Walk through its rooms, stand in the places where history was made, and let your imagination transport you back to a time when the future of the world was being shaped within these very walls. A place where brilliance and destruction danced a dangerous waltz. Scientists gathered in the shadow of war, their mission to unlock the atom's power. The Manhattan Project, a codename for a world-altering endeavor. Today, the echoes of that era linger. Buildings stand as silent witnesses to a pivotal moment in human history, among them Bethl House, Bathtub Row, and Fuller Lodge. Each structure holds stories, tales of the minds that shaped the atomic age. Today, Bathtub Row stands as a silent testament to a pivotal moment in human history. The houses, carefully preserved, are no longer occupied by scientists and their families. They have been transformed into museums, offering a glimpse into a time of both great promise and profound moral reckoning. Walking down this street, one can almost hear the echoes of the past, the murmur of complex equations being debated, the laughter of children playing, the clinking of glasses as scientists sought solace at the end of long days. The wood seems to hold the memories, the walls whispering tales of brilliance and burden. Bathtub Row is a reminder of the complexities of scientific discovery, of the inextricable link between genius and responsibility. It is a place where the past and present converge, where the echoes of a world on the brink of annihilation mingle with the voices of those who seek to understand the lessons of history. As we stand before these unassuming houses, we are reminded that even in the most extraordinary of circumstances, life goes on. Children play, families connect, and minds grapple with questions that have the power to shape the destiny of humankind. Bathtub Row is a testament to this enduring truth, a place where the ordinary and the extraordinary are forever intertwined. Bethl House stands on Bathtub Row, a street named for a luxury indoor plumbing. This row of houses, once Spartan, now holds historical weight. Each home housed brilliant minds. They were drawn to Los Alamos for a singular purpose, the atomic bomb. The houses on Bathtub Row were unassuming. Wooden structures built quickly for a sudden influx of personnel. They were meant to be temporary, yet they played a crucial role in the Manhattan Project's story. Bethel's contributions to the Manhattan Project were significant. He played a key role in calculating the critical mass of uranium-235. This was essential for creating a self-sustaining chain reaction. His work directly impacted the bomb's design and its devastating power. Yet Bethe was also a man conflicted. He understood the gravity of what they were creating. He grappled with the moral implications of unleashing such destructive force upon the world. After the war, Bethe became a vocal advocate for nuclear arms control. He believed that the power of the atom should be harnessed for peaceful purposes, not for destruction. Bethe House stands today as a testament to this complex legacy. It is a reminder of the brilliant minds that were drawn to Los Alamos and the terrible price of their discoveries. Bathtub Row. The name itself seems incongruous, a quaint image at odds with the street's weighty history. Yet this row of houses, nestled in the heart of Los Alamos, played a pivotal role in the Manhattan Project. These homes, built for expediency, became crucibles of scientific discovery. The houses themselves were simple. Wooden structures, almost identical in design. They were meant to be temporary, housing for the influx of scientists and their families. But war has a way of altering plans, and these houses became more than just dwellings. Behind these unassuming facades, some of the 20th century's most brilliant minds grappled with the atom's secrets. Physicists, chemists, mathematicians. They gathered in living rooms, debated on porches, and worked late into the night. The fate of the world, quite literally, being shaped within these walls. The atmosphere was one of intense pressure, tempered by camaraderie. The scientists, isolated by the project's secrecy, found solace in their shared purpose. They were a community apart, bound by their intellect and by the enormity of their task. Bathtub Row was home to a constellation of scientific stars. Each house held a story, each resident contributing to the intricate tapestry of the Manhattan Project. There was J. Robert Oppenheimer, the project's enigmatic director, residing at number 18. His house, a hub for late-night discussions and strategic planning. Next door, at number 20, lived Enrico Fermi, the Italian physicist who had achieved the first self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction. His quiet demeanor masked a mind that had unlocked the atom's power. Down the street, at number 132, resided Edward Teller, later known as the father of the hydrogen bomb. His presence added another layer of complexity to the already charged atmosphere. And then there was Hans Bethe, at number 134. The German-born physicist, who had fled Nazi persecution, now found himself at the forefront of a different kind of war effort. His expertise in nuclear physics was crucial to the project's success. The families of these scientists also became integral to the Bathtub Row community. Wives formed close bonds, sharing the burden of secrecy and the anxieties of wartime. Children, oblivious to the gravity of the work being done around them, created their own world of play amidst the ponderosa pines. Life on Bathtub Row was a strange mixture of the mundane and the extraordinary. Days were filled with calculations and experiments conducted in top-secret labs. Evenings offered a semblance of normalcy. Families gathered for dinner, children played in the streets, and the scientists, their minds still abuzz with equations, sought solace in music, conversation, and the occasional game of poker. The isolation of Los Alamos weighed heavily on the residents. Their movements were restricted, their communications monitored. The outside world seemed a distant dream, their lives consumed by the urgency of their task. Yet, amidst the pressure and the secrecy, a sense of community thrived. The residents of Bathtub Row formed bonds that transcended their scientific collaboration. They shared meals, celebrated birthdays, and mourned losses together. They were a family, bound by their shared purpose and by the knowledge that they were shaping history. The weight of their work was ever present. They knew the destructive potential of what they were creating, yet they also understood the urgency of their mission. The world was at war, and the outcome, they believed, hinged on their success. A Fuller Lodge, a grand log structure, served as the social hub. More than just a building, it represents the heart and soul of Los Alamos. During the Manhattan Project, this grand log structure served as a social hub, a place where brilliant minds gathered, not to dissect equations, but to share meals, unwind, and engage in spirited debate. Constructed in 1928, Fuller Lodge was originally the centerpiece of the Los Alamos Ranch School. An institution for privileged boys, the school emphasized outdoor living and intellectual development. The lodge, with its massive log beams and roaring fireplaces, exuded rustic elegance. It was a place where students gathered for meals, assemblies, and social events. With the onset of World War II, the serene world of the ranch school vanished. The U.S. Army commandeered the property in 1942. It became the top-secret site for the Manhattan Project. Fuller Lodge, stripped of its former identity, was thrust into the heart of this world-altering endeavor. No longer a haven for youthful exuberance, the lodge was transformed into a central gathering point for the scientists and military personnel working on the atomic bomb. It became a place where the weight of their work was ever present, even amidst attempts at normalcy. A gathering place for giants. The atmosphere within Fuller Lodge was a curious mix of intellectual ferment and forced camaraderie. Scientists, hailing from diverse backgrounds and disciplines, found themselves thrown together in this isolated location. United by a common purpose, they navigated the complexities of their shared task. Mealtimes at the lodge were a melting pot of ideas and anxieties. Scientists, their minds abuzz with equations and calculations, would gather at long communal tables. The clatter of cutlery competed with the murmur of hushed conversations. The weight of their work, the knowledge of its destructive potential, hung heavy in the air. Evenings brought a semblance of respite. The lodge's large fireplace crackled, casting a warm glow over the assembled crowd. Music, often provided by the scientists themselves, filled the air. Games of chess and cards provided a welcome distraction from the pressures of the day. It was within the rustic elegance of Fuller Lodge that the human drama of the Manhattan Project unfolded. Here, amidst the laughter and the music, the weight of the world rested on the shoulders of those who toiled to unlock the atom's secrets. With the war's end and the dawning of the atomic age, Fuller Lodge transitioned once again. It continued to serve as a community center for the burgeoning town of Los Alamos, now forever linked to its role in shaping history. As the town grew, so too did the lodge's purpose. It hosted town hall meetings, dances, weddings, and countless other community events. Its walls, once witness to the hushed anxieties of wartime, now reverberated with the sounds of celebration, debate, and everyday life. Yet the lodge never fully shed its connection to the past. It became a place of remembrance, a tangible link to the Manhattan Project and the individuals who had gathered within its walls. Today, Fuller Lodge stands as a poignant reminder of a pivotal moment in human history. It is a place where the echoes of scientific brilliance mingle with the stories of community and resilience. Fuller Lodge, listed on the National Register of Historic Places, now serves as a museum and cultural center. Visitors from around the world pass through its doors, eager to connect with the history embedded in its sturdy log walls. Within the lodge's museum, exhibits chronicle the Manhattan Project and the scientific breakthroughs that unfolded at Los Alamos. Displays showcase the tools, photographs, and personal effects of the scientists who worked tirelessly within its walls. Beyond its historical significance, Fuller Lodge remains a vibrant community hub. It hosts concerts, lectures, art exhibits, and other cultural events. It is a place where the past and present converge, where the weight of history is tempered by the enduring spirit of community and the promise of a future shaped by the lessons of the past. Echoes in the present, Los Alamos, a town forever marked by its past. The echoes of the Manhattan Project reverberate. They whisper through the halls of Bethl House, Bathtub Row, and Fuller Lodge. These buildings, once crucibles of scientific endeavor, now stand as silent witnesses to a pivotal moment in human history. The world watched in awe and horror. The atomic age had dawned, its fiery birth over Hiroshima and Nagasaki, a stark reminder of the power unleashed at Los Alamos. The scientists, once hailed as heroes, grappled with the moral implications of their creation. Today, these buildings are not just relics of a bygone era. They are touchstones. They connect us to a past that continues, to shape our present. They remind us of the complexities of scientific discovery. They force us to confront the enduring question, can humanity control the forces it unleashes? Bethe House, where Hans Bethe wrestled with the atom's power. Bathtub Row, where brilliant minds gathered and families sought normalcy in the shadow of secrecy. Fuller Lodge, where the weight of the world was felt amidst attempts at camaraderie. These structures stand as testament to the enduring impact of the Manhattan Project. Preserving these historical structures is vital. They are not just buildings, they are artifacts of a transformative period. Each floorboard, each window pane holds stories. They whisper of the men and women who lived and worked within their walls. Restoration efforts have breathed new life into these buildings. Bethe House, painstakingly restored, offers a glimpse into Beth's life and work. Bathtub Row, now a National Historic Landmark, allows visitors to step back in time. They experience the daily lives of those who lived and worked on the Manhattan Project. Fuller Lodge, with its grand fireplaces and rustic charm, continues to serve the community. It stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It has transitioned from a hub of wartime secrecy to a place of gathering and reflection. These preservation efforts are not about glorifying the past, they are about understanding it. They are about learning from the choices made, both brilliant and devastating. By preserving these structures, we ensure that future generations can grapple with the complex legacy of the atomic age. The enduring questions. Standing before these buildings, one cannot help but feel the weight of history. The decisions made within these walls had global consequences. The atomic bomb, a weapon of unimaginable power, changed the course of human events. The questions raised by the Manhattan Project continue to resonate. The ethical dilemmas of scientific discovery, the responsibility of knowledge, the ever-present threat of nuclear war. These are issues that demand our attention. The Oppenheimer House, Bethe House, Bathtub Row, and Fuller Lodge serve as stark reminders. They remind us that the past is not truly gone. It lives on in the present, shaping our world in profound ways. By engaging with these historical spaces, we open a dialogue. We confront the uncomfortable truths of our history, and we begin to ask ourselves the difficult questions that will shape our future. The world watched as the mushroom cloud rose over the New Mexico desert. That image, forever seared into our collective memory, serves as a stark warning. The power of the atom, once unleashed, cannot be undone. It is a power that demands our respect, our caution, and our unwavering commitment to peace. The legacy of Los Alamos is complex and multifaceted. It is a legacy of scientific brilliance, wartime urgency, and devastating consequences. It is a legacy that continues to shape our world for better or for worse. As we move further away from the events of World War II, it becomes increasingly important to preserve these tangible links to the past. The Oppenheimer House, Bethe House, Bathtub Row, and Fuller Lodge are not just buildings, they are repositories of memory. They are places where we can connect with the individuals who shaped one of the most consequential periods in human history. The lessons learned at Los Alamos are not confined to the past. They hold profound relevance for the present and the future. They teach us about the importance of ethical decision-making in the face of scientific progress. They remind us of the need for international cooperation in a world grappling with the threat of nuclear proliferation. Let these buildings stand as symbols of hope. Let them inspire future generations to use their knowledge and ingenuity to create a safer, more peaceful world. Let the legacy of Los Alamos be one of learning, reflection, and a steadfast commitment to ensuring that the horrors of the past are never repeated. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Hope to see you around for the next video. Thanks and bye for now.